Destiny Lashae. To my subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. And to the newbies, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out or right now because you won't miss a upload from me. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this makeup look. It's very fall appropriate. I'm ready for fall. I'm kind of over summer, not the weather for summer, but just like the looks. I'm not really a pinky lip type of girl, so I really love a dark lip and some like dark eyes. You can wear this on a night out or date night, whatever you like, or you can wear it during the day. Makeup has no rules whatsoever. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, and we're just gonna jump right in. So first I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay primer potion, and this is just going to help our eyeshadow not to crease, and it's also going to help our eyeshadow colors to show up a lot better on our skin. Especially on darker skin, it's kind of hard to make the true colors of the eyeshadow pigment and eyeshadows just show up. So I love using like primer potions and eyeshadow bases or primers before I apply my eyeshadow, because it just makes the colors more vibrant and it just helps them to last longer. And now I'm going to go in with my finger and blend it out. So next I'm going to go in with a transparent loose setting powder. I'm going to use my Dermablend one today, and I'm just going to use that to set my eyelids. And this is just going to help us blend a lot easier, and it helps everything not to crease as well. So today I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I want to use greens, burgundies, and like warm colors, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna go in with Blazing by Anastasia, and this is like a warm, I don't know, it's really close to Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek, but it's a little bit warmer. Like it has a little bit more red in it. So I'm gonna take my Morphe 511 brush, and I'm just going to apply Blazing right above the fold of my eye. So I am just going to use back and forth motions to blend that out. So next I'm going to go in with Beauty Mark eyeshadow by Anastasia, and this is like a warm plum color. And I'm going to take that same Morphe 511 brush, and I'm going to use circular motions and apply this in my outer V. And I want this really smoked out. So that's why I'm using the same brush, because the placement, it does not have to be precise. And then I'm going to go in with another brush to blend it out. So I'm going to use my MAC 217 brush to go in there and blend out the colors. Since this blending brush is not doing what I want it to do, I'm going to use another one. Yeah, I'm going to go with my Morphe 411 brush. This is like a pointed blending brush, and I'm going to blend out these colors. I needed something a little bit more fluffy to blend out everything. Next, I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Pencil, and this is the color Sparkle Green, and it's a nice pretty emerald green color. And I'm going to place that all over my lid. Well, not all over, in the inner portion of my lid. So this color does have, I should have zoomed you guys in. Sorry. Let's zoom in now. Ooh. Oh my god, my camera. So next I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 brush. And I'm just going to blend Beauty Mark in with the emerald green color. And you want to blend this way, not this way, just because you want the darker color to mesh with the green color. And you don't want the glitter to get everywhere. So I'm going to take that same brush and blend out this emerald green a little bit. Ooh, you look so cute. Say cheese. Your hair is not done, but show them how you do your makeup. Show them. See, look, look, look. I'm hungry.
You're not even done. How long do you think it's gonna take?
I have to do my face and the rest of it. So next I'm going to take this Emerald eyeshadow by Anastasia, and this is just going to go on top of the jumbo pencil that I put down. I generally like to use powders on top of creams because the colors come out a lot more pigmented, and I don't know, it looks better. So I'm just going to use a Ruby Kisses concealer brush, and I'm going to pack that emerald color on top of this emerald color. So now I'm going to take my 217 blending brush and blend out that emerald green. I think this brush is dirty, but whatever, we're going to make it work. And I'm just making circular motions right in the inner crease area. More like oval motions, I guess. So I think I want it a little bit more smoky, so I'm going to use black. I always go for black because it makes your outer V look a little bit deeper than it really is. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D. You guys already know my Kat Von D black. I can't get away from it because it's so dark, like so dark. And I want to use a pencil brush for this step because I don't want it to be so dispersed. So I'm going to take my Morphe M431 and I'm going to place the black color right here. Right there. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Place the black right there. Right. So now I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush and blend that black color out. So I'm going to take my Zoeva wing liner brush and I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio gel and I'm going to do some wing liner. I haven't done wing liner like this in a while. It's been a minute. So I'm just going to wing it. I'm so corny, man. I can't even help it. So I'm just going to go in and draw a wing. I'm going to use my eyelash curler. I'm going to curl my lashes. Next I'm going to go in with my Better Than Sex mascara. You guys like my British accent? So just to touch up my liner a little bit, I'm going to use my NYC liquid liner. You don't have to do all this. I'm just trying to get mine super black. So I'm going to go in and use my Goddess Lashes by Coco Lashes and apply these with some duo glue. If you guys want a eyelash tutorial, let me know in the comments down below and I will do that for you guys. So I'm just going to show you guys how I highlight and contour. This is going to be a very beginner friendly, easy highlight and contour routine. So first I like to start off with my base and stuff already on, and next I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I am going to use the applicator and I'm going to apply it under my eye like this. And I love this concealer, especially for beginners, because it's so easy to blend and the color is amazing. So just apply it under my eyes like this. You want to apply an ample amount because what will happen is your beauty blender will soak up most of that concealer. You'll blend most of it away, if that makes sense, when you're blending. So I'm taking a beauty blender, This beauty blender is damp, but I do just run it under water and then I squeeze out the excess water and then it becomes bouncy like this. So then I just take that beauty blender and dab that concealer or blend that concealer out underneath my eye. And you just want to use pouncing motions like this. Do not sweep, just kind of pat the concealer in under your eye. And generally, when you know you're doing your concealer right, like your highlight underneath your eye is when your face is like, you have to do this. Because, I don't know, your concealer just comes out better. Like, your highlight just comes out so much better. And I do it without even noticing. So, as soon as I'm done blending that out, I go in with my Maybelline setting powder. And this is in the color medium. And I really like this powder because it's actually really finely milled and the color is really great for my skin tone. And I like to set my under eye with a dry beauty blender, so I'm going to use that. I put a little bit of product, this is actually way too much, on my beauty blender, and I just pat that or press the powder in under my eye. What this is going to do is help your concealer not to crease, and this helps it last a lot longer. For me, this adds a little bit more color under the eye, a lot more color than the concealer does. The main purpose though for this is to set that concealer underneath there so it doesn't crease. And just make sure you're looking up because you can get right into those crease lines. I swear that everyone has. And just like blend out. And I also bring the concealer on the sides of my nose if you noticed. So I'm going to bring that powder on the sides of my nose as well. This kind of adds a natural contour to my nose because I usually don't contour my nose. So there's the powder. And I'm going to take that same concealer, the Fit Me concealer. I'm going to go on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and on my chin area. And this is just going to highlight the center of our face, because if you just do the highlight underneath the eye or the concealer underneath your eye, you'll look kind of funny. Well, to me. So you just want to make your face look as symmetrical as possible. So you're just going to blend this out with your beauty blender. And I just bring the excess concealer up my nose into my forehead because I have a fairly large forehead and I don't want to really highlight that, but I do want a little bit of concealer there. So I'm just going to blend out everything, and this is with the damp beauty blender, and just pat everything out. And next I'm going to take the dry one again, take my Maybelline powder and press that powder into the areas that I concealed or highlighted or concealed, mainly highlighting. But so as you can see, this kind of already adds a natural contour because this area is darker and this area is lighter, so you really don't have to contour if you do this part right. I just feel like this looks really cakey and unreal to me. I love to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark to kind of sweep away the powder that I put underneath my eyes, the mineral powder, the Maybelline stuff, because it just looks a lot better and it looks more smooth underneath the eye instead of really chalky. So I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush, I'm going to swirl into this Mineralized Skin Finish powder. This is the old container. I've had this forever, so if you do purchase this, I think it's like $30 or so, but it lasts forever. And then I'm just going to blend that powder from underneath the eye. So once you've done that, you want to make sure your face is a lot more three-dimensional. Right now we have added some dimension using the lighter concealer. So next I'm going to bronze up my face. I generally never cream contour or harshly contour my face because my face is already very, I tend to look too masculine. Yeah. So I like to use this brush that I've been using lately. This is the Circa, what is this called? The Circa Contour and Blush Brush. This brush is amazing at contouring for me and bronzing up my face because it's so fluffy and it's at an angle, so it helps you get right here in this area without you having to bend your arm this way. So I really like this brush nowadays. And you guys already know I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen bronzer. So I'm going to place my bronzer in the hollows of my cheeks. You can make this face if you don't know where your hollows are, but I don't really need to. I'm just going to take that and just kind of lightly put my bronzer down. And this is going to contour, bronze. It's more like bronzing because contouring is more sharp. I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit just to add a little bit more color. And it chisels my face a little bit more. I'm going to take the excess and put it on my forehead area because I don't want that much on my forehead area. I just want just enough to, I don't know, just enough. And I'm just going to take the excess and put it on my jawline. So if you have a hard time bronzing, just go in an E motion like this. So for highlighting, I am going to use my Sonia Kashuk Goddess Bronzer. And this is just going to add a little bit more dimension to our face as well. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to apply the highlight right above where I bronze. So right in between my under eye highlight and my bronzer. I'm just going to apply it right there. So I've been doing this a lot lately. I put some right above my eyebrow right here just because it looks, I don't know, it looks good. I'm going to put a little bit, dust a little bit on the center of my nose, right? And then a little bit on the bridge. I'm going to put a little bit above my cupid's bow and a little bit on my chin. So that is my easy highlight and contour routine. So we're going back into the eyes because we did not finish the lower lash line. And I love to finish the lower lash line last because my concealer won't have any color in it. Because if you do all of your eye first, including the bottom lash line, sometimes your concealer gets that color in it when you're blending it out. So I generally like to do my bottom lash line after I conceal underneath my eye. So I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs eyeliner and I am going to line the inner waterline. This is just going to add more definition to the eyes, so you see the difference in this eye and this eye. So next I'm going to go in with that Beauty Mark eyeshadow in my e.l.f. smudger brush. And this is just going to smoke out the look on the bottom a little bit more. Now I'm going to take that same smudger brush and I'm going to take the color Blazing by Anastasia. And I'm just going to smoke it out a little bit more on the bottom. Actually, you can really mix these colors together. I'm going to add some of my Sonia Kashuk bronzer to the inner corners of my eye with a pencil brush, just to add a little bit more definition in the inner corner right here. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Black to define my bottom lashes. So the eyes are complete. So I'm going to use my favorite lip pencil. I'm going to use Night Moth by MAC. And I'm going to line my lip. I'm just going to fill them in. So I'm going to take Potion by Anastasia. It's like a purple liquid lipstick. And I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to use my Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. That just sets everything in place, and it also gives you a really pretty glow. So I'll be right back. Actually, I forgot. Oh my god, it's time to slay.